Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel MV's Code Guide. In the previous video, we learned how we can count number of occurrences of each and every character present in the string. So today we are going to learn how we can count number of vowels in a string. So this was a query asked by one of the subscriber in the comment section. So here I am with this video today. So if you're having any query regarding anything in Python, you can also put your query in the comment section and I will revert back to you guys by a video or a blog post or the comment itself. Whichever thing I feel is apt for that query, I will definitely revert back. So today we are going to solve this query, how we can count number of vowels in a string. So let's get started. I'll start the code by taking user input, and for that I'll be using input function, and inside input function I'll be writing enter a string. Okay, and I will store this input data inside an object named as string data. I'm taking another variable vowels and I am using set this time because it has a property that it does not take any duplicate characters, but here that property is not going to be used. You can take set or list anything you want. So there are only 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U, and I'm taking all of them in this particular set. Now we are ready with the data. Let's start the manipulation part for CH and string data, because I need to do traversal of each and every character present in string data and check if it is a vowel or not. That is why I am using this loop for CH and string data. Now I need to check if it is a vowel or not. So how can I check it? I can apply this check if CH in vowels. Okay. So if the character is already present in vowels, then we need to count it. So what I'll write is print. I'll be using replacement operator here. You can use any form of print statement to print this statement. Okay. This character occurred this many times. Okay. So I am using replacement operator, so I'll be using format function as well. So if you are using replacement operator here, you need to replace that thing by some data, and for that I'll be using format function, and in the argument section I need to specify the things I need to replace. Okay, so I'll be writing ch comma, and then I need to count the occurrences, and that will be replaced over here. So I'll be writing here is string data dot count method, and inside count method I'll write ch. Okay, the string data dot count method is a method that will help us count the occurrences of a particular character, and if that character is a vowel, then only this statement is going to run. Okay, so I will save this and I will run this. Hello world. E occurred 2 times, O occurred 2 times, and O occurred 2 times. Now this is a repetitive information. As you can see, this line is coming 2 times. So we need to reduce this to one line and remove the duplicacy. For that I'll be using an empty list. Here I will specify an empty list, list number 1 as an empty list, and I will add another check. If ch is in vowel and if ch is not in list 1, then what can I do is I will append this character to list 1 first of all. So for that I'll be writing list 1 dot append ch and then print the statement. Okay, so this print statement will run if and only if that character is not already present in the list. So this will help me remove the duplicacy, and the rest of the things are going to remain the same. I'm gonna save it, and now if we run this, hello world, and we are done. The duplicacy is removed and we are able to count the number of vowels present in the particular string. Okay, so this is by using count method. So I will add here, I am using count method. Okay, so what if we want to solve this particular problem without this count method? Let's try that, because we will be using this code without count method, so I will comment it here, and I'll be using dictionary for that purpose. So let us take an empty dictionary, and now some of the code will remain same. First of all, I will traverse for ch in string data. I need to traverse and then check. I'll be checking if ch is in vowels, because I need to check vowels only. That is why I'm keeping this check if ch in vowels. Now I'll be filling the dictionary. For that I'll be using d and square bracket, and inside square bracket I'll be using this character, and I will add a data to it. I will write d dot get method, and inside get method I'll be asking for this character. If that character is already present, then the value will be returned, and if that character is not already present, I want a default value 0 to return. That is why I am using 0, and I will add 1 so that it can increase as the loop runs, and I can only count the number of vowels. Now I am almost done, and if I print d, I will get my output. But before that, let me put a line between the two outputs so that I can differentiate the two outputs. Now let me save it and I will run it. Hello world. Okay, as you can see, we have come up with the output, but this is not in our required format. But we are close to the output, because inside the dictionary, as you can see, there is a key value pair. The key is a character, and the value that we have got is the occurrence of that particular character. In our case, it is vowel. So let me format this dictionary and get a particular output. For that, I'll be using for k comma v, or I will write key comma value in d dot items. Okay, d dot items, and I will sort this, so I will write sorted also. D dot items is going to return me list of tuples, and that is why I'm using key value here. Now I will print key comma occurred comma value comma times. So this is another way of using print statement. I could have used replacement operator since I have used it earlier. That is why I'm changing the format, and I'm using print in this way. You can also use the previous way by using replacement operator and the format function. So key occurred this many times, and let me save it and run it. Okay. Hello world. As you can see, the above output is same as the output below by using dictionary. So we have got two methods to solve this particular problem, and we are able to count number of vowels by both these methods, by using dictionary and by using count method. Use whatever way you want. So this is the end of today's video. If you're having fun learning with me, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel MV's Code Guide. Please keep learning and keep supporting. Thank you.